I recognize this event. What I like is that this event is happening right next to the doctor. I didn't stage this. He was already here. Though I could have staged it, because you can grab this guy. This was already here. Since I haven't recorded it yet, I'll go ahead and do so now. You come across an unconscious worker. There are no signs of violence and nobody else is around. Diagnose. The patient's lips are blue. Their breaths are short and shallow, and their heart is beating very slowly. Telltale signs of fentanyl overdose, injection marks on their arm confirm your diagnosis. Treat the overdose with Naloxone. You treat the overdose with Naloxone. The patient is still unconscious, but their condition is stable. Oh, I thought I was supposed to get +10 medical. Well, it's fine. Maybe you just get faction reputation, but since my faction reputation is already maxed for this place, it's not really a big deal. There's an unmarked quest that you get from the Church of the Husk and the Clown Honk Mother, the Church of the Cult of the Honk Mother. What is their name? Children of the Honk Mother. You get a quest from each of them. One is to get something for these guys, which I don't know what it is, and one is to get 12 vials of Husk eggs for these guys. I don't really care about their religion, but it's a quest to do, and we're going to go ahead and do it. These are the eggs that were being destroyed while I was swimming around in the ocean a long time ago. And I just put it in the middle here so that I can try to turn it in with the rest of the eggs. Now, I do have more than 12 eggs, but again, I want to try to get rid of this stack here because it doesn't stack with anything.
I believe the church has given you an assignment of sorts. Have you acquired the wafers?
I've obtained 12 vials of Husk eggs, as asked. Ecclesiast's eyes widen as you take out the vials. He swiftly yanks them from your hands and shoves them inside his robes.
It's starting to seem our doubts about your crew may have been unfounded. I hope you could forgive our distrust. It's not every day submariners come to show this kind of attitude toward us. But I suppose that's understandable. You shouldn't expect sympathy from people whose understanding of the Husk is solely based on encounters with the feral ones.
Fair enough. Would you be willing to tell us more about the church now?
This thirst for knowledge is a promising sign. Yes, we've discussed the matter with the Ecclesiast. We are willing to appoint you as acolytes of the Church of Husk, if that is your desire.
What does that mean in practice?
It means we will help you in your personal strive for ascension, and you will help the Church in our collective pursuit of a better humankind. Or rather, a kind that is something more than human. Our members are not obliged to much. Everyone serves according to their own volition and capabilities. But we do, of course, hope your crew continues contributing to our cause, much as you've already been doing. Feel free to take your time to consider your offer. Let me know when you've made up your mind. Have you made your decision? Do you want to become an acolyte of the church?
I still need to think about this. Before we decide either one, we will try to complete whatever that quest is for the Honk Mother. Again, they ask for something. I don't know what it is. I probably have never seen it. But yeah, we'll complete that, and then we'll talk to them as well, and then deliberate if we should join either side. I'm assuming one or the other, not both. If we can do both, we'll do both, just for the heck of it. It's a game. Welcome back to Tran Plays Barotrauma. Let's head north, playing this inactive beacon station. And we've got a hefty 8 missions to take care of during this one trip. Keeps each leg engaging, with plenty to do. I'm sure there must be a reason, but if I had to pick, I'd rather have this rear gun in the front. Maybe the electrical discharge coil is just that awesome. But currently I'm trying to angle myself so that we can fight these crawlers, who are lower and to our right. I'm gonna try this. It might not work out. He might be right there. Okay, well, he's dead now. I'm not sure that worked or not. Well, sounds like there's a crawler or something smashing up our door. Bob, let's not leave you in here when I'm about to exit. And we should probably grab a fuel rod. I would have one that is 1%. Right, let's go see if there's anybody scratching the hull of our ship. You stay put there for a bit. Nashvix, since somebody's probably scratching the front of your ship, why don't we just electrical discharge coil and head towards these crawlers? I should have fired more than once. I didn't know how many times it would take to kill him. I left the rod in the cargo scooter. That's fine. You go ahead and start fixing things up. And we'll see how this ship is doing. And still working on the beacon station as we clear the area. Now, I know that there's all these guys that are closer, but realistically, going back and up to the left is where most of our guns are. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep going in this direction for now. All right, Captain Tran is done. I'm going to open this up so I can just swim right through this and get my rod. It's even on. There's always a clown hat in there. I have this nearly empty rod. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. circling the nights in a cave, which is going to take some personal movement. So I'll just start sailing left for now and meet Tran halfway as we approach the spine lane. Our crew is a well-oiled machine, just like our sub. Well, I decided. I think I've decided what the name of my submarine should be. I don't know. I'm really bad at names, but I'm thinking of calling it Good Intentions. All right. Before you think that it's some sort of white knight kind of thing, no. Because I'm not quite sure what the goal of the game is, but I know that there's something called the Abyss, and another way people think of the Abyss is hell, right? And there's a saying that says the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So I think that would make a perfect sub name for us. You have to let me know if you like that as our team name. That front gun is being manned by Aunt Doris, who is a bot, by the way, and it's also up for grabs. The 2 starting engineers are up for grabs, as well as RD Doolittle's up for grabs. If you want to continue to support the crew, please enlist today. We can have as many as 16 people. Alright, we are done with everything. Let's head over to base. Now, I know I didn't loot any of the corpses. I generally do that, but I mean, I don't want to necessarily slow down the recording. If I feel like I'm making good time. Otherwise it feels like I need to be editing something out, sure, I'll go and stop, smell the roses on the way. In this case, this journey was fairly eventful. I don't know if I'll be editing any of it out. I'm sure that there are some parts where there's just me sailing, but then when you cut it, what happens is people get slightly disoriented, so it's not always worth it. I'm also very, very low on titanium alloy. I spent a lot of time crafting stuff just to lower my material. Those diving suits look pretty good to me. The outpost manager pulls out a document from her breast pocket and looks at you with a contemplative expression. This particular mission was commissioned by Victoria Petran herself, and it's quite sensitive. But I suppose you've proven you're someone we can trust. Remember that this character, Dashvex, is the starting base template for this person was Ignatius May, who is some sort of higher up in the coalition. It might be like the leader of the coalition for all I know. Who's that? Wait, what? You've been working with us this long, you've never heard of her? She's the first lieutenant, the Jovian Separatists. Essentially our leader, if one can consider a group as loosely organized as us as having a leader. Ah, I see. So what's the mission? You've heard of the Tormsdale incident, haven't you? She walks off. That rings a bell, but please do elaborate. Okay, I guess I'll start from the beginning. Back when the Coalition was starting to gain a foothold on Europa, Tormsdale was by far the largest independent colony, and the Jovian People's Movement obviously had strong support there. I suppose it was, in a sense, considered the headquarters of the independent colonies and the movement. At that time, Europa was still somewhat democratic, and the general elections were coming up. Just a few weeks before the elections, there was a nuclear disaster in Tormsdale. Over 100 people dead, and, conveniently for their coalition, almost all of them happened to be supporters of the Jovian People's Movement. That was enough to tip the scales in their favor and let them become the de jure government of Europa. That sounds a little too convenient to be a coincidence. Indeed. It was officially deemed an accident, but I find that very hard to believe. From there, things went south fast. The movement was declared a terrorist organization, our founder Harlow Petran assassinated, most of the independent outposts taken over. Right. How does this tie in with the mission? We have reason to believe the Coalition still possesses some classified reports of what actually happened at Tormsdale. Our informants have strong evidence that copies of them are kept in a nearby outpost. We got our hands on them, and we could finally prove this isn't just a conspiracy theory, get others to understand how dirty the Coalition has been playing ever since its early years. We'd be glad to help. Great. I'll mark the outpost on your map. According to our intel, the documents are stored in a secure cabinet in the outpost manager's office. Getting them out might be tricky. Perhaps you could try to coerce the outpost manager or steal their ID card. Either way, please try to be discreet. Mission unlocked, Tormsdale report. I don't think we even had an option to decline helping. It's fine. I'm not really worried about it. It's more quests to do, more content. I don't think there's anything to buy. We probably have already cleaned this place out, and I don't think they ever restock. Easy way to tell is there's no fuel rods. I buy up all the fuel rods everywhere I go. Arms dealer. Maybe there's... Since I'm low on titanium alloy, I'm not really able to easily replenish my piercing ammo. Though I did buy 6 piercing ammo at the last place we were at. I'll just go ahead and buy up the rest of this as well. You know what? We'll buy a stun gun and some stun gun darts. That might come in handy for this next upcoming mission. We'll leave it for Fulguretti. I had to decide between the deconstructing talent and the other Hold on, let me find it. Okay. I actually made a spreadsheet, and then I deconstructed about 20 assault rifles using Officer Neva's assault rifle as a template. And I tried to figure out which one gave me more Psychorium bars. So I kind of have an idea how both of them work, and this one was just overall better. The first one is fabricating items has a 40% chance to not consume one of the input ingredients. So there's 3 of them, then you have a 40% chance for any of them. Which means that you might get a rubber ducky rather than a Psychorium bar. However, if there's only one rubber ducky, I think it has less of a chance than a stack of, say, 4 Psychorium bars. Now, assault rifle only takes 2, but I'm just using that as an example because the rubber, it only showed up once out of 20 tries. The other, it was like 3 titanium alloys to build and 2 Psychorium bars. The others showed up more often. It could be a coincidence. 20 is not a very high trial number, but I did 20 for both, and I have to wait a minute for each one to not only to construct but also to deconstruct. A residual waste gives me a 20% chance to get double the resources when I deconstruct anything. That just overall seemed better, and I've been able to leverage it. So we'll have Fulguretti take care of that in a bit here. Actually, what we can do is it's somewhere down there. Okay, so our next. Well, where is the one they assigned me? Is the special quest they gave? I don't think that's any of these, is it? Pretty sure that's none of those. Tormsdale report. There it is. Okay. So what we really have to do is go down right, and then hold on, it's in the way. Then go up right, and then up to claim these inactive beacons. How many missions are there? There's not that very many missions right now. O'Grady's almost to his destination. Oh, I was almost on the dot. Guess we'll just do Lone Wolf. I mean, I wouldn't normally expect Captain Tran to ever be alone, but we just did it, so it seems silly not to take it at this point. Otherwise, I probably would have just gotten Deputy. However, if our crew never expands, the only person will ever get that bonus is Bob. Anybody else will get level up. I know that Nashvex did. I mean, I don't really know how good walking while aiming is. I am curious though. Okay, so it says walk 20% faster while aiming. Just so you know, for me to swing the boarding axe, I can't just left click and swing. I actually have to hold right click, which I would assume counts as aiming. So would I be able to walk 20% faster with the boarding axe? This would actually come in handy for rushing at enemies. We're gonna give that a shot because Officer Neva has our explosive perk. Just to keep things different, we'll have him do the gun runner. Now, I know it specifically says gun runner. It says gun, I get it. But the description just says while aiming. I don't know. I guess we'll time it. It says walk, right? Yeah, walk 20% faster. So he probably would never walk, he'll probably run. I guess it doesn't really matter. But he's not gonna always just use an axe. He does have the HMG and the SMG to his name. Hey, that's everything then. Let's get going. We are going to return to Ashvini. We'll probably just skip through this. There's not very many events, and we've already done this leg before. Not that you can even see much of a difference when I'm traveling from one area to another.
Reactor, what is our fuel levels looking like? I was thinking about buying us some more. What the hell is that?
It's the Aurora Borealis.
Really? The Aurora Borealis? At this time of year, in this part of Europa, localized entirely within the reactor room. May I see it?
No.
Apparently Ashvini has become a research facility. I'm pretty sure this was the place that had nothing in it. Also, this is not where I actually need to do my mission, so I didn't really need to bring the stun gun. But that's fine. Don't know if they'll sell the correct oxygen tank or my good one, so we'll just hold off on that for a second. I'll just dismantle it at the engineering station. It's fine. Clown merchant. I didn't even look to see if he was selling anything. I do that a lot. Sulfurite shard, I'll take that. I think I use paralysant to make anti-paralysant. Definitely want magnesium. Let's see what we get. I could retry and see what we get. So, for example, if it's something bad, I could escape, retry. But this is good. 40% Thresher. Which gives me oxygen. I'm thinking next Vesh will probably be our oxygen guy. Since he's going to be kind of our marine. Swimming out there in the water, into the black void. See anything else that jumps out at me. If you are experienced and you think that I should be stocking up on a certain kind of thing, feel free to let me know. If you see me passing up cyanide and you're like, you should totally get that. However, I do want to avoid picking up just random everything because I do lag a lot, so I try to offload some stuff every now and then. Is all this. All this was part of the research station. I end up doing a lot of crafting just to get rid of everything. But, on the bright side, my guys have awesome skill levels. Alright, we are done here. I'll load this into my genetic locker. Tiger Thresher. Commendations in that chest. So I said we would go northeastward. Wow, that's a lot of potential missions to be running here. Okay. Probably more than 11. Medical items probably pretty safe. Mining is generally safe. I don't know about explosive cargo. We'll leave that one alone for right now. I picked... no, I'm clicking them, but it wasn't registering. Crawler Mother. Interesting. And praise the Hunk Mother. Oh, I want to do that. What is our relationship with the Hunk people? 67. We'll do that for sure. Killing hammerheads, giant spineling, mining galena. Alright, let's replace the mining missions for more killing missions. Do the giant spineling. That's not gonna give me much money. Hold on, that's 5,000 if we had the room for it. We take out the medical transport, then we suddenly are getting paid. Yeah. Killing hammerheads. Okay, that's everything that we can take. That is a lot of combat that's gonna be in this one. Okay, give me a minute to re-equip Nashvex with all of his battle gear rather than the stun gear, and we'll be right back. Okay, we have completed setting up our team. We take a look. Some of our characters actually have some talent points to spend. So this engineer was the one that started the game with us. She has fuel rods, so she's going to get battery cells. The other engineer has flamer. She's going to get arms race. Jaime Forgoretti has a choice between heavy lifting and Mud Raptor Wrestler. While I think heavy lifting is probably more beneficial to him in his role of taking care of the ship, because he doesn't really need to leave the ship. His role is to make sure everything is tip-top shape, right? But I think he would be more heavily amused if I gave him Mud Raptor Wrestler, because he really seems to like the fact that he's some sort of offensive mechanic, redneck kind of guy. So yeah, I guess wrestling Mud Raptors is right up there. The Doctor, unfortunately, I'm still not getting people to enlist, and I really want more people. I don't know, maybe that's just a me thing. I think it's cool. The reason I'm mentioning this is if I had more assistants, as in like the class assistant, I'd probably get this. Medical assistants, they have medical skill boosted by 30. So I'm not really sure that'd be useful, considering if the doctor's in the room, she'll probably take care of him. But since we only have the one assistant who's a bot, we're going to get emergency response, meaning that she'll move 40% faster if anybody's unconscious. Officer Neva. This skill, Scavenger, requires her to be outside the sub. This skill here gives half of the benefit while you're in your sub and another half when you're in the open sea. This is the only one for her since she does not want to be swimming around in the dark. Nashvex is good. Bob has his skills. He's actually an apprentice of the captain because I'm probably not going to hire a second captain. He's got trickle down, which makes it actually very easy for me to max out everybody's skills. For example, he's got 5 in weapons. When he starts training that, everybody with, say, 92 in weapons, 78 in weapons, they're going to finish maxing out. So he's already helped everybody max out just by going electrical and mechanical and some medical and helm. Like, everybody's pretty much at 100 of those. I just need to finish up with weapons at some point. For the purposes of this map, he will currently sail because there's a lot of fighting to be done. Now, I do experience a lot of lag, and it may have something to do with the fact that I have so many material items. So in the next port, I will be spending another long session of crafting, which gets edited out. So if it lags during these fights, I apologize. There's not much else I can do about it except be less stockpiled. Is that a sub? If it is, that's my first sub I've ever seen. Lagging pretty bad. The reason why I need to really keep offloading materials and crafting with them. If that's a hammerhead, it's not even a target hammerhead because I don't have the health bar up at the top. Oh, they're in. I really apologize for the slideshow. Fight it, Bob! Fight it! Unlike this glass right here, it's always the first to start a leak. I don't want to open it, I want to repair it. It looks broken. Why are you opening it? I'm not sure how much of that I'll keep in. Maybe the whole thing, because it is choppy, and I apologize for that. Guess my machine is just not good enough to run Barotrauma. You're stuck on that. Let me grab you off the ladder. You need all hands on deck, lady. Ashvex. We'll have Bob follow you. Refill on our supply. Someone dropped their scooter. I've found a way to consistently refill my welding tank. If it ever bugs out and doesn't do it, just shoot your welding tanks at the wall, both of them, and then you can recombine them. Alright, I don't know where those suits are, but you guys bring them back. You need a fresh suit. Probably don't need to bring all those things, so we'll drop them off here. Don't bring that either. Nashvex. You bring all that, yeah. Your HMG. Oh wait, I should pull stuff out of this. Take the tanks. sonar, scooter, take the batteries, take the HMG. I really gotta sort this out once I'm done. Welding tool. I don't know if I'll need that. There's a fist icon sometimes. I don't know when it shows up. Yeah, his skill's very weak. So I will need to spend time leveling him up. Let's just patch up these holes for a second so I'm not leaking here. Oh, dude! Why isn't that... Am I hitting him? I don't think I'm hitting him. Oh, maybe I am now. Bob, are you alright? Why are you sailing away, dude? Oh, you're... You'll be fine. Headset hasn't even kicked in its morphine, has it? Bob, you still bleeding. Patch yourself up some more. Yeah, well, when I'm trying to shoot, maybe don't get in front of me. Okay, it's not my air, is it? Whose air is that I hear? How did this thing die? I didn't shoot it. Can I shoot through the door? No. Fine, I'll just shoot the door down then. And I combine magazines. Yes. It's just a doctor's ID. Well, it's my air this time. I always get mixed up with how... Whoops, that is not helpful. I always get mixed up how this window, it just like switches on me and everything. I don't like it at all. Alright, well, that was weird and uncomfortable, but okay. Bob, you hold down the fort. I'm trying to swim against the current, but every time I open a door, the water rushes in and causes me to stop. Security officer. It's probably better than the doctors. You hold on to this for me. The reason I'm marking these as ignore is so that way if I do... I'm planning on repairing this submarine even if it does nothing. Because this is my first sub ever that I've found in the water. Oh, that's not what I was trying to click on here. No. I don't know why it's beeping. I mean, you have oxygen. Oh, no, welding. You have a fuel tank in there. That is why. You're an assistant. And you have your oxygen tank and your welding tool. I like that. That's a nice touch. Very weird, but I mean, like, I can see why this person would end up having been killed. All right, I think that's everything. Now we just need to loot this wreck. So you are free to start fixing it up. I mean, is it necessary? No, but I mean, this is, as a gamer, I want to try doing this at least once. Yeah, because see, corpses, they despawn. There was a corpse here. Okay, you can work from here, that's fine too. Put these in here for now, and Nashvex. Work on this. Let's put you on electronics now that there's someone else here to help you out. Let's get going. We were docked here for a very long time. I'd say about 90 minutes. Lagging pretty bad. Maybe if I kill some of these guys, it will loosen up a bit. We're also going to launch some decoys, because that's a lot of bad guys, so I'm going to see if we can nuke them. We've got regular decoys here, and nuclear ones in the armory. I've put in Excellent, which are blue, Excellent UEX in each of the decoys, which I don't really know if it helps or not. Tran I just saw him run into the airlock with no outfit. Brave man. Heading right for these ice spires. Did you really have to wait that long before you fired? There's a hammerhead. Nope, crawler broodmother apparently. I was gonna drop a decoy on those mud raptors that are heading right for us, but okay, we will just deal with this as it is now. I don't think I got any of them. I assume they have to be touching the hull. Is it regenerating? Okay, well, it's dead now. It's gonna make it maintain position. What are you firing at? Decoy away. See if it does anything. Did fire it, right? Yeah, it's missing from the thing. I think we just slammed into an ice spire. Oh, not that badly. Probably because we were doing a 180, so we weren't very fast. I don't know if the decoy did anything. I mean, it looks like there's a lot less red dots, but that might have just been my regular gunfire killing everybody. I know it's not realistic, but I would like a better screen where it shows you more of what's going on. We'll go and fire another decoy. I've got 4 death charges, not counting the one we just fired on our sub. Again, I want to try to use up my resources. Now I've got like 10 railgun shells and no railgun. In fact, we have shelves for it, but I don't know if we can actually assemble a railgun gun on this vehicle. Alright, let's try launching one earlier than I normally would want to. We fired it, yes? I mean, there's almost no what? Is the reason... Hold on, I want to see this conversation. Do I have permission to shoot him for a reason? Is the reason it would be funny? Okay, we're not docking yet. Stay out of my armory. Filthy terrorist scum. I'm clicking and dragging. Just lagging way too much. Come on, game. Work with me here. Go fetch. Already, do you see anything good over there? No, we can't even watch the nuke explode. Well, I'm assuming it exploded. Let's leave it on. Maybe we'll be able to ring the dinner bell for the last crawler to show up. Okay. I don't know what killed him. Maybe radiation. I know I can recycle though. I'm not worried about that because I don't have the aluminum alloy to do it. What is that? Why are resources out here? Is it... Okay, I mean... That's weird. I didn't drop that. When the enemy despawned, did he drop that? I don't know. So I had previously been having a lot of trouble getting my welding tanks to combine, but I think I figured out a consistent way to do it. Because sometimes when I drag one on it, all it does is swap them. So instead of carrying my masterwork welding fuel tank, I end up carrying the a normal one. So if it doesn't work when you drag it on top of the fuel tank, I found that by firing both fuel tanks, it works consistently. It generally happens if you manage not to fill up a fuel tank on one go. That's your plasma cutter? Did I drop it some? No, that's not your plasma cutter. Zinc. Bob is still working over there. So I'll drop off the alien blood. What? Oh, you probably fell from this. Alright, we'll sort that stuff later. We're pretty much almost done. Alright, let's take a look at our roster. Our mission log. Transporting people. Still good. So terminated swarm, terminated swarm, terminated swarm, terminated swarm, terminated mud raptors, terminated swarm, terminated crawler broodmother, bring shipment of clown supplies, terminated hammerhead, terminated spineling, peak station online. Yeah, we're good. I'm assuming husks had spawned, because it lagged when I turned on the beacon station. I don't normally see husks out in the water, but maybe they are a thing now. Are they in the sub? Hopefully they didn't reach anybody. Engineer, are you okay? Hold on. Get you some antibiotics in case you get parasite. You probably didn't. You look like you're alright. Husk infection resistance. Okay, I was gonna say what? But no, that's resistance. Organ damage, yeah, you'll be fine. Don't know where your belt is. Where's your belt? Oh, I think I know where it is. Sometimes I'll stash it in a chest so I can move things around quicker. So she must have grabbed that diving mask from something else. Right here. Yeah, each of my supply cabinets has this in it. Which is really, yeah, like, I've noticed that these guys use them, too. Because I'll look at it and diving mask suddenly has half oxygen in it. Alright, that was a very, very long mission. I don't know how much of that will make the cut. That was my first wreck, though. I like it. Pretty good. Too much random loot and stuff, and I wish there was an easier way to bring things back, but otherwise it was like a little dungeon. Personally, I think it's ridiculous that the Husk was, one, not only able to catch up to the back of my submarine as I'm sailing at full speed, and two, penetrate the submarine while it's still sailing at full speed and get in. And to catch the ladder just in time. Okay, you look fine. Just in case, we'll have you just chill in a bed. Anybody wounded? You're a little bit scratched up. Assume these are prisons, but doesn't matter. I need a bed, so there you go. Now, what I meant to click on? Resistance. What? Apparently Victoria's here. This is not the place I needed to be at, though, right? I'm trying to find someone to... Yeah, the place I needed to be at is over here. Well, I mean, it's probably just an event. Oh, I bet because I'm revered, she's gonna join my team. I bet that's what it is. Okay. I'm gonna stop buying fuel rods. I lag so much. I can't keep hoarding fuel rods. I will get thoriums, though. I mean, that seems pretty cool. You might just make the switch to thorium as well. Do you have anything to buy? I don't think I've ever really bought anything from you guys. This is probably blasphemy to some people, but I think I like the clown people better than the Husk people. Would normally buy elastin and then make a bunch of plasticine, but again, I'm lagging so much. Let's go ahead and do it because I need to build up more medical skill for Bob. And I'll spend another long session. I have this weekend to do it. I'll spend another long session crafting and trying to use up another big chunk of my resources. Yeah, nothing bad. We're good. We can put some stuff in here. Just waiting for Tran to finish healing up, and then he'll talk to Petrin. Probably need more piercing ammo boxes. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming each station will have some, so maybe not. Just need to buy what I can not afford. Buy what I can carry rather than what I can afford. Do you sell anything really awesome now that I'm revered by you? Scrap cannon. A battery-powered makeshift weapon that fires metal shrapnel. Wildly inaccurate, but not too picky when it comes to ammo. Any piece of unprocessed iron or steel will do. Okay. As you may be aware, this outpost is the last stop before the European Ridge. We don't let every sub pass through here, but if there's any truth to the rumors we've been hearing about your crew, you've been a valuable ally in our fight against the Coalition, so you're more than welcome to pass. The passageway to the next biome has been opened. A stern-looking woman walks up to you. For a second you wonder why she looks so familiar, until you realize you've seen this face in the news a bunch of times. She reaches out to shake your hand.
Hello. I've been waiting to meet you. Victoria Petrin, the first lieutenant of the Jovian Separatists.
It's an honor to meet you. How can I be of service?
Actually, I'm not here to ask for your service. In fact, quite the opposite. I've been following you and your crew's endeavors for a while now, and your work for our cause has been astounding. If we had more people like you in our ranks, the Coalition would have already been wiped off the face of Europa.
Thank you. We're doing our best.
In fact, I believe the work you've been doing has been so exceptional that I come to think I could make a bigger difference as a part of your crew than behind my desk in my office. And I believe I could be of value to you as well. I've seen a fair share of submarine life and know a thing or two about weapons and medicine. So how's that sound? Would you have an opening for another security officer?
How could I say no? Welcome on board, ma'am.
Great. In that case, you can cut it with the ma'ams. I'm a part of your crew now, not your superior. Can't wait to embark on our first mission.
Awesome, we got another soldier. That's probably what I need more of. Not sarcasm. Realistically, everybody is like an excellent mechanic, an excellent doctor. Having gunpower, firepower is never bad. Let's see what her stats are like, though. So she starts with big guns. That's a captain skill. So she's got a bunch of captain skills. So I guess she's better with a gun, a handgun, maybe? I don't know. It says 30% more damage, but 30% more damage from a hand cannon. I don't know if it's better than damage from, say, an HMG or something. So yeah, we have a brand new high-level character. We're gonna also give her a commendation because she made the right choice to join us. So this will bring her up to level, up to specs. In fact, why don't we go ahead and have her run over here, and I'll commend her right now. Let's see if I can do it also without punching her. I might be able to drag it on her body. No, that didn't work. What if I equip it on her? No. I guess I just have to punch her with it. Right, did that get you any levels? No, it didn't, because apparently you're already at the appropriate level cap or whatever it is for the commendation. That's fine. I've got a bunch of them, so I may just force feed her these until she gets caught up. I've been saving them, to also bring any crew members up to speed, get them the right levels. So we have a new bot, or a new person that can be claimed, Victoria Petrid. We're gonna go and call her Sec 3 100. We've explored this village, or whatever you want to call it. I just need to resort out my inventory, maybe do a bunch of crafting so we lag less. But other than that, it's been a while since I was able to record Barotrauma, because it takes a lot more prep work than Beyond Contact, which is the other thing that I'm recording these days. Thank you very much for watching Tran Plays Barotrauma. I'll see you next time.